Hey guys, Peter here from Ponies in My Life. And well, today I'm finally going to be doing one of another Brony story videos. And I gotta say, I was kind of surprised with the poll. I wasn't expecting you guys to want more Brony stories. And I wasn't actually pretty prepared, to be honest. I don't have that many. But, you know, I guess I will tell you guys about everything pony related that's happened in my life. So yeah. Also, I am going to be doing the other ones, like the pony, well, my thoughts on the episodes. I'm going to be doing those. I've already thrown around a few ideas for those, and I've been watching the series again. So, you know, I already have a few thoughts, a few jokes written down for some of the episodes. And as far as the third option that was just like random pony stuff, like unboxings, things like that, I don't think those videos will be that frequent. But anyways, let's get to the Brony story. Now, today I'm going to be talking about my first Brony meetup, which was pretty interesting. It was around like 2013. I had just joined this local Brony group from my state, and like a few days after I joined, people were like, oh, we should do a Brony meetup. We should just like hang out and talk about the show and maybe grab something to eat. And I was like 16 around this time. I was 16, 15. I don't remember how old I was. And I was like, oh, sure, sounds fun. Sure, why not? Let's go do it. And so we made like we put a date. It was a Saturday, so you know I had no school. I was around like 12 p.m. I was the first one to show up actually, which was interesting. I got kind of scared because I was by myself, and you know I don't know if other people were actually gonna come, until I saw like another guy just sort of standing around. I don't even know why I assumed that guy was there for the meetup, because I like didn't know anybody from the group. I was just like, oh yeah, you're here for the Brony meetup. It's like, oh yeah, I'm here for that. It's like, oh cool, let's hang out here, wait for more people. Luckily, he knew more people from the group, so if he spotted somebody else that was going to be coming, he would just like signal them to come over with us. And we just started talking like, hey, who's your favorite pony? Hey, what's your favorite episode? Mine is Apple Bucking season or whatever. I can't remember any names from season 1. God, it's been a long time. Although I do remember telling him that my favorite episode from that season was, oh god, I had it on top of my head. It's the one where they're doing the race, Applejack and Rainbow Dash, where they're competing constantly, like trying to one-up each other. You guys know which one I'm talking about, and I know which one I'm talking about. I just can't remember the name. Anyway, you know, more people started showing up. I recognized like every other person, mainly because I had posted on the group that's like, hey, what's up? I'm new to the group, and some people said like, oh, welcome. So I knew some of them. There was this one other guy I didn't know, which actually told me about the group, but he couldn't go because he was working, and we actually stopped by to say hi to him. But yeah, let's continue on with the story itself. So more people arrived. There's about like 15-20 of us. There's this one lady that arrives. She's probably like 35-40 years old. I'm like, oh, she's probably here with her kid. Her kid probably wanted to come, and she's just sort of like chaperoning or something, tagging along. Until we started like talking pony related stuff. She started like quoting the show and everything. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. She's actually here as a Brony herself. And that was pretty cool, because it just goes to show, I think the youngest person there was like 12 years old, and she was definitely the oldest. She was like 40 years old, and she was quoting ponies. So that was like pretty cool, you know. It just goes to show the show really was and still is for everybody. I gotta say, I've been watching season 6 because I hadn't actually watched that season completely. I just stopped watching like halfway through for some reason. I don't remember. And oh my god, the show has changed a lot. I watched a few episodes from season 1. You couldn't recognize the show. Like, all the jokes are freaking amazing in the later seasons. Anyway, like, we started talking. Then somebody suggested, we should probably just walk around downtown, see what we can do for a while. And so we started walking down, like started asking different people, like, hey, what got you into the show? Who's, again, your favorite pony and all that. Now, I've always been pretty introverted, so I was sort of like really shy to talk to all of them, to be honest. And mainly, I was just answering questions that they made to me. It's like, because one chick that was there, she's like, oh, how did you get into the fandom? I'm like, oh, well, I saw some memes once on Meme Base, and I started watching ever since. Now, well, in that time, I now write fanfics and make YouTube pony videos. You're just like, oh, that's pretty cool. You should tell me your YouTube channel so I can watch it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Ponies in My Life. It's like, oh cool, I'll watch some videos later. So we walk around for like an hour. We're just talking pony stuff. I think I was wearing my derpy shirt from like my first video. Was I wearing the derpy shirt or Fluttershy shirt? Because I had two. I custom made 2 shirts. I think I was wearing my derpy one, and everybody's like, "Oh, cool, where you get that shirt from?" It's like, "Oh, I made it. I custom made it." I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I like it. You should send me the sign." So like now we're into walking. We're like, we should probably get something to eat. So we go to this pizza place, and again, it's like 15-20 of us. So we have to get like 3 tables together. Everybody sort of sits down. We order our pizzas. We order like 5 or 6 pizzas. And like while we were waiting, we were the only ones there, thank God, because otherwise we would have waited a long time. There was like one of them had their laptop with them, and the fighting is magic, I think, had just gotten DMCA'd, and like they released the current build they had, so one of them actually downloaded it. It's like, "Oh, you guys want to play some rounds before the food's here?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." We started playing. I played maybe 1 or 2 rounds, got my ass kicked because I'm not good at fighting games. And after that, we went back to walking. I kept talking. Then like it was probably like 3 or 4 in the evening or late afternoon, whatever you want to call it. And I was actually kind of tired. I was like, I kind of want to go home, because I wasn't really talking with anybody or like hanging out with anybody. The only like other 2 Brony dudes I really hanged out with or talked with didn't go, so you know, I was sort of like, And they were going to go to this one military expo that was going on, and well, I didn't really want to go to that. It seemed kind of boring to me, so I just headed home. And it was pretty fun, you know. Later on in the day, they posted photos to Facebook, and it was pretty fun. I actually ended up leaving that group because the admin sort of ruined it for everybody, and ended up joining another group, which was like everybody they had like sort of problems with the admins or had been banned. So that was pretty interesting. I'll probably get to those stories later. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, you know, leave a like. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video, which will probably be a Pony in Real Life video. Still haven't decided if I'm going with that or starting out with the thoughts on the episodes. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.